Hello, my name is Dave Stevens, and I'm currently attending a communications course at Liberty University. The class is called Media Technologies, and we are examining a new technology in media. As the course description says, communication is like the nervous system of our society. In other words, technology is vital to commerce, vital to control, and vital to even maintaining interpersonal relationships. Any change in communication technologies can affect virtually every area of society. And from a Christian perspective, I personally believe that technology is important for the dissemination of the gospel message that we have, and for the recipient, and so they can hear it in the privacy of their own home if they want to, or share it among friends. Billy Graham points out in his book Just As I Am that science and technology, as it advances, is important. However, it still doesn't answer those vital human questions about as far as who are we, and where did we come from, and where are we going, and how should we live. The topic I've chosen to talk about today is Iptv. The industry term for Iptv is TV everywhere, or you probably better know it as video on demand. The World Wide Web is not the same as the internet, as you probably know. For example, the internet is the network or the hard drive that transports packets of material, or packets I should say, while the World Wide Web is the application and software that allows this packet to move. The packet contains the sending and receiving addresses. It also comprises of the message that is trying to get to the receiver, or that is requested from the receiver. The standardized set of rules for transporting packets is called the Internet Protocol, or IP. Every home computer is linked with a unique IP address, which consists of 4 sets of numbers separated by dots. The internet provides primarily four main services: electronic mail, chat rooms, internet telephone services, information retrieval sites to exchange files, and the one that I want to talk to you about today, communication services for streaming audio and video, allowing users to hear and to see information as it is transmitted. Iptv services are neat and cool because they deliver a seamless stream of video content to a screen. Could be a television screen, could be a computer screen, could be a mobile device. And as you know, video content can flow through a dish like DirecTV provides, or fiber optic cable like SureWest and Comcast provide, or through an IPTV provider, and as you know, Yahoo and Google provide. Historically, streaming audio and video content over the web began in around 1995 and caused a whole chain of reaction of events to take place. For example, Microsoft launched their software, and Apple launched their software, and soon Flash was available, and MPEG was available from these sources. Bandwidth began to increase, and Napster began to provide audio file sharing, while YouTube began to provide video file sharing. So if you'll go to slide 2, there are 2 types of streaming: live on demand and on demand. One is live as it suggests, and the other one is a file that is recorded and stored on a server. Excuse me. Both of these contents require one to have a monitor and an IP address, and so that's why we have Iptv. The advantages of streaming video is speed, control, and flexibility. And my favorite is flexibility because it allows you to personalize your world. You don't have to just listen or watch what the provider dishes out, but you can actually create your own place where you can, your own video content, your own audio content. And I don't want to get into a lot in this section, but propriety talks about ownership. And this is important because in order for technology oftentimes to advance, it requires that Apple and PC work together. And sometimes in the past, as you well know, this hasn't always been the case. However, today apps are available so that you can that it's compatible with PC, and Mac, and Apple is compatible with PC and vice versa, and they work together. However, Apple still remains a very high propriety because they are considered more of a closed system, because, and this is evident in what they charge for their equipment. It's more pricey because they have more security, and they have, or rather I should say, better security. Anyway, move to slide 3 if you will. Two biggest IPTV providers in the United States is AT&T's UVerse and Verizon's Fios. So IPTV is not simply restricted to service provider. IPTV is also viewed on YouTube and Vivo and Hulu, and peer-to-peer offers free online streaming as well for content for both TV episodes and full-length movies. Next slide, please. Some of the most recent developments: TV programs can be viewed on YouTube and Netflix and Hulu, as I just mentioned. Increasingly, however, Hollywood is kind of developing their movies around IPTV, and it's my conjecture that IPTV will have movies designed for it from Hollywood, and they also design movies specifically for the theater. So these are some of the recent developments. Sports is also getting their niche in IPTV. Some of the things that sports viewers like about IPTV are the different angles that it provides. You can also have a chat box that you can also talk with somebody about the game as you're watching it. On-demand competition is crazy today with Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. In fact, I just read this morning that there's going to be an ad war between these companies, and to try to bring in some customers. And I prefer Netflix at this point in my life because they provide a means where you can read about the movies that you watch before you watch them and see what's inside, if you to see what the content is. I also like Netflix because they have the Angry Birds game on there, and I like playing that one. Anyway, if you go to the next slide, slide 5, IPTV is considered to be one of the more sustainable technologies explored in our textbook, and according to my research. Moreover, because demand for quality of video is so high, IPTV technology actually provides this quality. For example, YouTube is the most popular source for online video. The quality of the online video that you get. People can get their favorite TV programming sites from YouTube. And that's what I mean by quality, is that Amazon's actually, you can actually watch the most recent episodes of movies and TV episodes available, whereas like Netflix is about 1 or 2 months behind programming those recent episodes in TV or episodes in movies that are available. If you go to the next slide, please. And smartphones, the current status is today, as far as IPTV goes, smartphones are one of the main reasons why IPTV is becoming so popular. Smartphones are adapting to viewing more video content than ever before. They help pass the time, for example, while you're sitting at a bus stop or waiting for a plane, and so people like that. Factors to watch for are the rise of the cord cutting. In other words, broadband versus broadcast homes. Broadband will be more prevalent in times to come. People are going to be cutting those broadcast networks like DirecTV, cutting those cords, because they're not going to be willing. They're not willing to pay for two providers, two services. And another thing about having cable in your home is that you've got all these channels to choose from, but most people only really view a few of those channels on a monthly basis, whereas IPTV provides a selective way to be able to get your content that you want, and without having to deal with all the others. You're paying for exactly what you want, in other words. And another thing that you should look out for too in the years to come, and also even now, is congestion, network congestion. You'll find that service providers, and I read this recently, in fact yesterday, that they're going to be charging based on the gigabytes that you use. So rather than paying for a whole packet, you're just going to be charged for what you use on the gigabytes, so they can control congestion, because that's going to be a problem. Another thing to look out for is transborder content from region to region internationally. In fact, it's happening right now. You can view content from service providers in Europe, and likewise Europe can view content from the U.S. YouTube is actually international. Mobile video ads are something else to consider when you think of IPTV, and this is an important one, and this has to do with the question that I have for us on our discussion board. Mobile ads are better for both the consumer and the marketer, because they are more targeted to the consumer, and consumers tend to watch the full ad when it's on a mobile device, because it's selective and it's directed towards the user, and so they can view the product. And whereas cable and other formats provide ads, it's a hit and miss. Maybe you'll watch it, maybe you'll turn it off, or sometimes you're forced to watch it if you're sitting in front of your computer screen, because you can't go on until you finish the ad. But this is something to look forward to on IPTV. My question that I have for you today: why are some ads available through stream service provider, IPTV for example, but will never be seen on regular TV or cable? Why is that? You can watch a cool ad on IPTV or through a computer system, but you'll never see it on the cable, even though it seems like it should be shown to everybody. That's my question for you, and until next time, bye-bye.